everybody, and welcome to episode 49. We're one episode away from the biggest episode of our entire lives, which is episode 50. We got maybe some special things planned for you on episode 50. And then he's going to be gone the week after, so, you know, some celebration.
Yeah, vacation.
Vacation, though. Hey, you know what? Take your vacation.
Thanks, man.
Take your vacay. He's going to Mexico.
Thanks. Well,
you want me to give their address, too?
Yeah, just give the entire internet where I'm going to be.
He's going to be in Mexico. It's going to be pretty cool. He's going to be hanging out, probably sipping some
Lots of people watching my house.
Pina coladas. He's sipping on some pina coladas, sipping on some...
Oh, dude, I love pina coladas. I love pina coladas.
I've never had a pina colada.
Oh, they're so good. I'll have a virgin one, too.
You're supposed to have one while in the rain. What's the name? How's that song go?
Escape.
Whatever. You know.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, we're going to be talking about video games. That's what this podcast is. It's Active Reload. Welcome to the show. There's a state of play. If for some reason you didn't know that, I didn't know that until basically a couple days ago. Welcome to the modern world of video game advertisement. PSVR 2 we're going to talk about. Some other news. Summer Games Fest is coming up this week as well. We'll talk a little bit about that.
Yeah.
And then notable games, and then games you're playing, and then we'll wrap up the show. You guys know how it goes. We'll get into it right now.
Yep.
State of play. Ever heard of it? I'd say the state of play is probably pretty bad because a lot of people are getting laid off.
You know what? That state of play, it was Sony's state of play. It's not their Game Fest or whatever they call that. What do they call that?
The Sony. I don't remember either. It's they have one that's like their E3, but this
one is their like basically telling their shareholders that stuff's happening.
New quarter.
But it's still interesting.
Yeah,
and game reveals or gameplay reveals.
We did get reveals. We did get, and one of them was Concord, not where the first shot of the revolution was fired.
Yeah.
No, this is different.
Not Concord,
Live
California.
And oh, that's Conquer.
That is home to De La Salle football.
Shout out De La Salle, dude. I hope you're listening. Concord, it's a 5v5 multiplayer shooter, first-person shooter. We haven't had enough of those, Sony thought. So they were like, let's make another one. Add it to the list, and we'll price this one at $40. They're trying to do the Helldivers 2 thing.
So it says, where did you confirm that $40? That's the first time I'm hearing this.
Confirmed.
Okay.
I saw it on IGN. I saw it on BGC
Just today,
as
then?
well. Yep.
Okay.
I think it was confirmed today. So it's going to be $40. They're trying to do the Helldivers 2 thing again, it looks like.
I was like, okay, so this is also coming out on PC at the same time at $40. This is good. Now, a lot of people really did not like this reveal. He's one of them.
I'm one of them.
At first, I was kind of taken aback. I was like,
You're like 5v5 first-person shooter. Hero shooter.
I like 5v5 shooters, competitive shooters. But when it comes to the hero stuff,
shooter,
I'm like, not again. But from the more I watched it, it looks like the time to kill is pretty short as opposed to Overwatch. It looked like I don't think I saw any ultimates. Did you see ultimates?
I would be, if I were them, that would be a smart thing to hide.
Because I'm not a fan of ultimates, cheap kills and cheap ways to win, stuff like that. And it's not cheap. A lot of it's just the design is there for you to gain up to it or wait for it. I'm not a fan of that. I just like to go and shoot and jump.
All the other stuff in the middle is not that important if you have ultimate abilities.
I didn't see any ultimates.
Yeah.
If I did, they were basic like shields and stuff and snipers and hanging like floating in the air along. What I saw looked really cool. It looked like very well polished.
Right. I think a lot of the intro scenes that we saw of characters and whatnot introducing themselves and whatever, they looked good. I don't know how much of that is actually in the game.
Yeah, that was another thing. I don't know how much to trust this gameplay reveal.
I don't know. That's a good question. I will say... Concord, when this comes out, even though it has a $40 price tag, it is going to be having an uphill battle, like right out of the gate.
Yeah,
you have to convince the other people that are playing 5v5 hero shooters to step away from those games. Most of the people don't already. If they're playing hero shooters, they have their game. Overwatch, Valorant. There's other ones as well.
Here's the thing: if Concord, whatever you want to call it, if they can nail the Valorant aspect on console, then it'll be successful, because I think Valorant is really good when it comes to their hero abilities and stuff like that. They're basically just smokes, fires, and your basic Counter-Strike stuff.
I didn't see that, though. I saw like pretty more hardcore stuff. like more in the realm of Overwatch than I did in Valorant.
If it's good, then people will play it.
I disagree with that.
You really think that if Sony puts out a good product, no one's going to play it regardless? Like it's going to do a Lawbreakers thing?
Yeah.
Really?
That happens more often than we think.
Not with big
High on Life. Good game, nobody played.
But that's not a first party. That's not a giant budget first party game.
What about the Xbox One that just got sold? I always forget the name of.
Brink? No, I'm just joking.
Yes, Brink. Also, first party game that did not sell well.
What are you talking about? Paladins? Or
no, on Xbox. That was on Xbox. It was part of the grouping of developers that just sold. It's cartoony style.
Tango.
Yes.
I
said High on Life as well, but no, not that game.
Hi-Fi Rush.
Hi-Fi Rush.
Yeah, it's a single player rhythm.
But so what?
Action game.
So what?
It's not good
game that didn't sell well.
This is a competitive first-person shooter on Sony. Sony fans have been aching for a first-person shooter on their console, their new consoles. And if it's good, people are going to play it. I just think if it's good, people will play it. Just like Helldivers.
I don't think so.
If Helldivers was bad, it would have tanked. If it was mediocre, it would have tanked.
Yeah.
And I think if Concord, people are giving it a lot of crap. And I think that it's potentially could be a good first-person shooter.
No, but see, here's the difference. The difference with Helldivers is it was itching, something that we hadn't really gotten before, or in a while at least, which was a co-op
shooter.
Co-op shooter, but it kind of grouped people together in fighting for seemingly a cause in the world of the game. There's nothing in this game that makes me think, okay, this is going to be different than the other ones.
Well, I mean, it's true. I'm just saying it could be different. We haven't seen
I'm not
much.
saying it couldn't be. But I will say, Helldivers 2 was unique when it first came out.
Yeah.
You're asking people to now, hero shooter, 5v5 hero shooter in the year 2024, leave Valorant, because it's going to be on PC. You're going to tell them to leave Valorant, then sign up for Sony PSN, and then also, or leave Overwatch.
Yeah.
That's a big ask.
The PC end of it is not looking great.
Right. Because it's a Sony. They're going to have you sign up.
And I really hope they don't have PC versus console with console having really strong aim assist. There's only one game that could do that, and that's Halo. And they took them years to get that right.
So it is priced at $40. They're already like, look.
$40 is a good price for it.
I don't disagree with that. I think it could be a good price too.
Everything to me is looking good. Not great, just good.
But that's what you just, if it's, I think it has to be exceptional.
Okay.
It has to be exceptional in order for it to succeed.
Okay.
It is this studio's first game as well, which
I know
that's a little dangerous, especially for a 5v5 hero shooter in the year 2024.
Yep.
Would have preferred something else, but we'll see. If it's exceptional, maybe it does pull people away. For me, hero shooters have kind of just lived their lifespan for me.
Yeah,
there's not a lot of any hero shooters that really can draw me back at this point.
I think you would like Valorant.
I've played ungodly amounts of Overwatch. Overwatch 2 came out. They didn't really keep a lot of their promises that they said they were going to keep with Overwatch 2. It kind of just turned into, I think it was a full-priced, fully fleshed out DLC. And that turned me away from Overwatch. I was like, okay, this is it. I'm not going to end up playing this game very much anymore because of that. And Valorant obviously isn't coming to consoles anytime soon. And I would love to play it on PC. That'd be cool. But
Valorant is really fun. You would like it.
I've heard it's great.
It's basically
the best anti-cheat in the world.
Is it?
Yes. It gets all up on your computer. Oh, you were looking at this last night at 11:33 p.m. That's weird, but it's not anti-cheat, so we're okay.
You wanted to trade some Bitcoin, did you?
Yeah.
Well, let me take 1%.
As long as you're not cheating, though.
I'm okay
with that.
I'm not saying that it's mining Bitcoin, but
the other thing that was also at this state of play, it was another 5v5 hero shooter. Good job, PlayStation. You're doing a good job over there. Marvel Rivals.
That's funny because Marvel Rivals looks like an actual hero shooter that is worthy of
the name hero shooter.
Hero shooter. You're playing as Marvel heroes.
Yeah. This is one I would actually play.
Although it looked exactly like Paladins, but
but that's the thing. You get the
storm flying around.
Exactly. You get the mystique.
Mystique.
Get it?
Oh man, if she disguises as one of your teammates, I'm not gonna like
that one character from Team Fortress 2.
Yeah, the spy.
I never played that.
Really,
but good. Marvel Rivals. Because then you get the mystique of playing as one of your favorite Marvel heroes. You could get really good with them. Drax could be a fun. He's not going to be a tank. He's going to be an assault character.
I mean, you have like tanks, Juggernaut to be a tank.
Exactly. It'd be awesome. That's
but
cool.
Did you see any X-Men characters in here?
No,
I didn't. No, I did. I saw Storm. So I take it back.
Storm.
I saw Storm.
Oh, my mystique joke wouldn't work if that was the case.
Yeah, because I didn't see Wolverine. Such a
there's probably a certain amount that they're, and which I would not be stunned that they're like, hey, here's our characters. Guess what? Wolverine, see day one battle pass.
It's also a third-person shooter / hero shooter / melee,
which I think is okay. I like that.
There was some destruction in the levels. I thought it was really cool.
I like that as well. If you're getting like to fight on like cool, Marvel-inspired, battlefields and whatnot, that'd be cool. I like that. Here's
one thing about when I was looking at Marvels versus Concord. Concord. I'm going to call it Concord.
Yeah, it sounds like you're just saying conquer with a D at the end.
I know, but whatever. Bad name, by the way. Do you think Concord is a bad name?
Yeah, that is a bad name. Bad name. Concord. I don't like that name either. I just think of the city.
Yeah, me
you're
too.
In California.
And Concord is pronounced that way where I'm from. But yeah, what I notice is the arenas.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Marvel Rivals, their arenas look like traditional hero shooter stuff where it was designed for the escort missions and stuff like that.
Control points and all that stuff.
Well, and this is a good thing, in my opinion. Concord looked like Unreal Tournament style arenas or Halo even.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw a little bit of that. But that's the thing. Some of those trailers, it's like...
It's hard to tell.
They will make it look like that because they want you to think it looks like that. So,
and also Marvel Rivals looks like kind of a mobile style design as well.
I thought this game had a beta too, if I remember correctly. Marvel Rivals did. I thought that was something that was happening.
When is the release coming out?
I don't know. I didn't see it. I apologize.
Conquer comes out in August.
Yeah.
And there's a beta in July.
That's 2 months away.
I love these betas.
Yeah.
Just like a couple weeks before.
They really just took that name and ran with it, and they were like, we're going to call it whatever we want at this point.
Yeah. And then you have the other end, XDefiant, who had betas a year and a half, 2 years before the game came out. And then the final game came out, and it's exactly like the beta. Right. You're like, what were you guys doing?
What was the beta for? The only betas are us.
Yeah. High five. Good job.
Okay, so really quick. Well, not really quick. Sorry, we can get to Silent Hill 2 really quickly.
Yeah, I want to talk about that.
In the remake, they showed that a little bit. I think it's insane for PlayStation that they showed 2 hero 5v5 shooters at the same state of play. That blew my mind that they decided to do that. I don't know who thought that was a good idea.
Gave me some EA vibes.
Yeah, I was like, you're going to kill each other once they end up coming out.
Well, maybe Conquered is just a completely different game. Maybe it's not so hero shooter-y. Marvel Rivals is very hero shooter-y.
Yeah.
Conquered is up in the air still. No one really knows.
Do you remember that game that released the same day as Overwatch? That was a 5v5 hero shooter?
Yeah, was it? It was not Paladins, was it?
No.
But that was close.
It destroyed their company because Overwatch 2 or Overwatch 1 came out the same day.
What was it?
I can't remember the name of it either, but that's my point.
It started with a P, though, right?
It was...
I remember seeing the cover, and maybe it wasn't
I'm going to look it up, because now it's going to bother me.
All right, well,
talk about Silent Hill 2.
Can I talk about Silent Hill 2?
You got a rant.
So, it's not that much of a rant. Not that much. When I first saw Silent Hill 2, this 18-minute trailer, I was like, wow, I'm actually going to like it more than I anticipated. I love the original Silent Hill 2 and 1. But 2 is really special. And now it's being remade by someone other than Konami. The Konami is just leasing it, sort of. Like they always do. And it's made by Bloober Team. Bloober Team did Layers of Fear, which I really like. They did Observer, which I really like. And then they also did The Medium, which is not good. And then a couple more that were really bad. So they're hit or miss. I think they're capable of making Silent Hill 2. But the narrative decisions that they're trying to do are just in poor taste. From what I've seen, it just doesn't like the changing the characters and changing things. It's like, why are you doing that? And what they say is they would say for modern audiences, which drives me nuts because what the heck does that even mean?
That's a 2-word sentence that tells me everything I need to know about your video game.
Yeah, it makes me see. I see red flags when I see that stuff.
Because that doesn't make any. Because literally every game that's being put out today is made for modern audiences.
Yeah, and so it's just
how games work.
But a lot of people are really dogging the animation. I don't think the animation looks bad.
Yeah.
A lot of people are really dogging like Angela is a character who they've changed the look of completely. I don't think the rendering of her looks bad, which a lot of people think like it looks really lower quality than the main character. I don't get that so much. Main character doesn't look that great either. It's just the feel of it. So Silent Hill 2 is way deeper than these developers probably even know, and it's kind of apparent in their trailer. Without spoiling too much, if I go to Silent Hill or James goes to Silent Hill, the town knows my problems that I'm having, so it will manifest in the weird dimension that pops up and out of in the town. So when you see nurses that are hyper-sexualized and characters that are hyper-sexualized, it's not because they're trying to target a teenage male gamer. It's because because the main character has these problems in his life regarding his wife, who he can't be intimate with.
Bro wants to bang
because she's very, very ill.
Yeah, can't bang, but bro wants to bang.
And so there's all these connections that happen in the game. And so when you're changing these sort of things, you're changing the atmosphere, changing a whole bunch. It's like, are you over your head with this game? Because it's not.
Or maybe they just don't get what it is about.
Maybe that's what
the theme.
It feels like from the point of view of watching this trailer, but I could be completely wrong.
That would be a huge oversight, though.
I know.
Like if you're giving this remake to whoever.
Bloober.
Konami gives. Okay.
Yeah, not Capcom.
Let's go. If Konami is giving this remake off to somebody, like you have to, if you're Konami, you have to be like, look, do you understand the story that we were originally trying to tell? And if the answer is no, you got to move on to somebody else.
Honestly, I don't think Konami.
That's probably true.
The old Konami that used to dominate generations since I was a kid, all the way till PS3.
It doesn't really exist anymore.
Yeah, they don't exist anymore.
Yeah.
So.
Rip Konami.
They're almost like a game.
Rip Konami.
They're almost an entity in Japan that I can't name.
Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. Capcom.
It seems like, but no, Capcom knows.
Capcom.
Yeah, When I think of Capcom and Konami, I mean they have to go right hand in hand. They're both.
That's why I confused.
Yeah,
them.
I know. They're both. You confuse Square Enix and Capcom too.
Oh no!
So you just did it again.
Whoops.
Konami and Capcom used to just dominate all genres from arcades to Nintendo all the way till now, or to 5 to 10 years ago.
I'm trying to think of a Konami
Capcom
game
knows its games and its IP really well, so they treat them really nice. Except for Mega Man, for some reason they just hate Mega Man. Now Konami is more like Castlevania, Silent Hill, Contra. I mean, you go on and on. They used to have great licensed games like Ninja Turtles and stuff.
Castlevania got its own genre.
Metal Gear Solid. Jeez, that's a Konami game.
Castlevania got its own genre.
Yeah. Them and Metroid.
And then Metroidvania.
Metroid's Nintendo, though.
As well. Silent Hill 2. I mean, look, here's the thing. Silent Hill, they're hitting below the Mendoza line at this point.
This guy's generation, they hate Silent Hill.
Who would have thought? They're
bad games.
Brother, they haven't made a game. When did Silent Hill 2 come out?
2002 or 1, maybe.
So
maybe even before that. Actually.
Wow. Okay, so
I was in high school.
I would have been about 4 years old. I haven't been alive long enough to see a good, or conscious enough to see a good Silent Hill game. Sorry, they're hitting below the Mendoza line on my mind.
You should really play. Well, I would say play the remastered Silent Hill 2, right? It was an HD remaster, but that actually was poorly made as well.
What do you want me to do, right?
Yeah,
and then it's 2. Should I play Silent Hill 1?
Yeah, Silent Hill 1 is also really special and very scary. So even in an old PS1 game, it's super scary.
I'm trying to think of what would attack me of my deepest, darkest fears if I went to Silent Hill.
Yeah, but it'd be like
skid marks.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
It'd be skid marks.
Yeah, it'd be skid marks.
Dude, that would suck. Oh, poopy pants. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That's not really something that happens to me, just so you know. That's a weird thing I just put out there. So let's move on. That's State of Play. It's kind of the big stuff.
Yeah, so did you look up
Battleborn?
Battleborn.
You remember that was a Gearbox game, by the way.
Yeah, Gearbox.
Killed them.
Gearbox is going to
kill them.
Gearbox is going to pop up later too.
Yeah, they will. But Battleborn released the same day. Put them back. Released the same day as Overwatch.
Yeah.
And Battleborn did not do as successfully as Overwatch.
Well, there was other games on State of Play that were very underwhelming.
Yeah.
So I didn't even list them.
Boo. Sony, man. Apart from, they got lucky with Helldivers 2. I
don't think they got lucky. I think they knew what they had, and then they just nailed it.
See, no, I disagree with you. If they knew what they had, I don't think they would have released it in February of 2024. I think they would have maybe put it around.
No, you might be right, but that was the best time to release it. I guarantee.
You're right.
It was the best time to release it. If it would have released a month earlier or a month later, it would have been.
It was the most opportune time. Yeah. I agree with that. But if they believed and truly believed in what they had,
they would put it in November.
Yes, they would have been like, "We're going to release this in November because it's going to be a big game. Everybody's going to love it." It's gone way further than expectations would have imagined.
It does seem like people who have or developers who have these games and publishers that have these games, they're like, we need to sell it for Christmas.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, you can sell Helldivers 2 in Christmas. You can still do it. It's going to be a completely different game by Christmas.
Probably, yeah. They're teasing some big stuff in the Helldivers 2 universe.
Yeah. Shout out to my brother who plays that all the time.
Shout out. What's his name?
Virgil,
Big Verge, Little Verge. What's up, Little Verge? What was I going to say though? Oh, apart from like Sony right now, kind of counting on like sequels to really do a lot of their
Sony.
A lot of their bidding. They nailed in like 2013 Ghost of Tsushima trailer. God of War coming back, obviously, all that stuff. But now it's like, hey, we need these sequels to hurry up.
It's been Last of Us for PS5.
Original
what has it
IP,
been for PS5? Gran Turismo 7 on VR is the only real thing that was new in Helldivers.
That's a sequel though.
And it is a sequel, but it's a lot better. But there's also Stellar Blade, but it's not. That's almost a second party game, so it's not really first party.
I don't even know. I don't even know what the answer to that question would be.
Dude, it's zero. It's a big zilch. It's canceled games
Astro's
and remasters.
Playland or whatever it was called when they first.
Yeah, that was a tech demo.
Yeah, I know.
It was really fun.
That was kind of cool though. Yeah, they're making a second one of that game. I don't know if you saw
and
that.
I'm actually excited for it. Yeah. Odin loves that game.
Oh, the cat game.
Big
on PlayStation.
Little Cat Big City.
The other one. Stray,
but it's still another second party game. It wasn't developed by first party.
Yeah, that's true. That's
like, what is Sony doing with their studios that they own, that they fund? Well, they're just making remasters right now. They're bringing Ghost of Tsushima, or they just did, to PC.
There is going to be a Ghost of Tsushima 2.
Hopefully.
That pretty much confirmed at this point. Confirmed. We'll see.
There's God of War 2 that
Ragnarok.
That was a PS4 game on PS5.
Yeah.
Late into PS5's life.
They just released it for span. That was another announcement that's coming to PC as well. Anyways.
Yeah, whatever.
We'll move on. PSVR 2.
PSVR.
Speaking of things that don't get support.
Speaking of kind of bad decisions, I love the PSVR 2. That's my personal favorite VR unit. It's awesome. Mm-hmm. And some of the games are really good that you can only play on PSVR.
I really, truly think that they don't
Resident Evil
7?
2 remake?
Or 2 remake, right. I think PlayStation makes games and then they're like... So they're all huddled together at PlayStation Studios.
Yeah, I know.
And then the head of PSVR is like sitting in the corner by the window. And then they're like...
He's just gathering the scraps.
Get over here. Yeah, and that's kind of then they forget everything.
Well, the news is that PSVR is coming to PC, which was announced. They said it was going to be coming, but
what are they doing?
We didn't know how they were going to do it. So they're going to release a kind of a part that
USB attachment of some kind.
Hooks into your. It'll connect your PC to your PSVR 2, but you're not going to get the eye tracking, which is really cool in PSVR 2. It's not a big loss. You are going to get the wider frame of view.
I know, but why would you not just get?
I don't know.
Any of the other very good.
This is a good thing,
headsets.
though. It's a good thing for people who own a PSVR 2.
Right.
People who want to play PC VR, they already have their stuff.
But that's the thing, though, is why if you have a PSVR, you didn't buy it to play it on PC.
No,
you bought it to play it on PS5. So now you're asking people to either get a PC
Yeah.
Or you would have already had a PC, but then you would have bought one of the better PC versions of VR.
No, not everybody who's ever going to be playing VR has already bought their units. Like, it's the people who want to buy VR now, who don't have one, can buy a PSVR, which is really good.
I don't disagree.
At $500 or $400 or $500, it's a very good PC VR unit now.
But there's already a better version of it that's cheaper.
Where?
In the Quest.
No, the Quest 3 is not better than PSVR.
It's better for intro level.
Yes.
And if you have a PC, it's even better because of that.
You still have to use a connecting device, either wirelessly or wired to use it on your PC.
It's $100 less.
Yeah, it's true, but PSVR 2 is a way better, in my opinion, spec-wise and comfort-wise than Quest 3.
I just don't get it. To me,
you don't play VR games.
I know, I understand. Yes, he's right. I get that. But PlayStation doesn't seem like they care about the VR.
No, they
much.
don't.
So it's like, why would I invest this money to?
There's that Metro game coming. The PlayStation.
Yeah, but there was also that Medal of Honor game that we just found out about.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
that came out in 2021.
I didn't just find out about it, but
I didn't know about that.
I forgot about it. That's for sure.
Exactly. Okay, so yeah, PSVR 2 is coming to PC. Kind of cool, I guess. Whatever, we'll see. If they start investing a lot of good money into, like Sony does, if they really took their time out of it and they were like, hey, let's do it, and then maybe went and got like Half-Life Alyx for PlayStation.
It's not going to make PSVR 2 sales go down, I tell you that much. So it'll go up.
Right.
People who are interested are going to buy it. And they're going to have a lot of games to play because the PC VR has a lot. And then one day, if they have a PlayStation 5, then they'll do that too.
What if they did Half-Life Alyx? That'd be great.
What, on PS5?
Like brought it over to now working on PSVR 2.
Oh, it will be.
Oh, it will be? Because it connects to the PC.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm an idiot. Let's move on. PSVR 2, it's coming. Hypercharge Unboxed. I just wanted to throw this in here.
What is this game?
I thought this was cool. So, have you not seen gameplay of this game?
Say it again. Hypercharge?
Hypercharged Unboxed. Bad name. But it's a first-person shooter where you're playing as like a little toy.
It's like a budget game?
No. It's,
yes, but it doesn't look budget. Okay,
it's
I got
6 people working on this game.
Got it.
So technically, yes, but you're playing as a little toy, and you can play like it's a first-person shooter, and it looks pretty cool. And
is it a little toy like an Army Man?
Yes, and you're playing like around the house and stuff.
Okay.
And you can go into the backyard, and the's like these big like battles and whatnot happening in the backyard.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's what it is. And
there's a map like that in World War II. Call of Duty World War II.
Yes, yeah, that's a bad map though. I hate that map so much. But this is made for that. This game is made for that. And it's sold 50,000 copies in 5 days.
That's crazy.
For a 6-man
It's
team.
a PC only game?
No, it's on Xbox.
What?
It's on PlayStation. It's on all the platforms.
Are you going to get it?
On all of them. I kind of want to now that I saw this.
Oh, I'm going to get it. How much does it cost?
I don't know. I didn't look up the price. I'm sorry. But it's a 6-person team. Sold 50,000 copies. They didn't do Game Pass or anything like that. And they're still able to sell 50,000 copies.
That's
pretty
great.
Impressive.
Thank God for that. Because Game Pass is...
They'll
a lot of indie
dry.
devs are going to be hating or loving. They're going to love it so much.
And you have
they're
to
going to rely on it. And then everybody's going to have to be successful by being on Game Pass, or you're going to fail. But this is good news.
This is great.
I'm happy. I'm going to get this game. It's a first-person shooter.
It's a first-person
online multiplayer.
Go look. Yeah, online multiplayer, single-player campaign as well.
I can't believe I didn't see this.
Go look it up. It looks pretty cool.
This happened.
You can find a grocery store.
Did it come out recently?
Yeah, 5 days ago.
See, it wasn't on the games coming out this week. Last week. No, I didn't. I didn't say it. I also another game that came out last week, Sulaco, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't put on the notable games of the week either.
You know what I was gonna buy?
Some of these games, they slip under the cracks. How am I supposed to know?
That's what we do. You know, the cracks are always open.
I have my finger on the pulse of video games, but not like the heartbeat.
I don't know what the pulse is. Our cracks are always open. They get flooded all the time.
My crack's always open.
Their crack's always open. Cracks opened.
Jesus, man.
What was that game? I was gonna buy that one game that we saw the 2 trailers of that had 2 very drastically different themes. It's out.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of it.
It's like the sleepy kind of.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it, but that's out too. We forgot to put that on there.
Okay.
It's weird. It's a weird game. But this game's not weird. Indica. There we go. Yeah, that's also a strain of.
Yeah, that's why I said sleepy strain.
Right. Yeah. Well, maybe that ties into it. I didn't even think of that the first time.
No, it doesn't. It has some sort of religious Roman Catholic thing.
Religion of the plan. You know what I'm saying? The Clover religion. Hypercharge.
Okay.
So yeah, 50,000 copies. Good for them. 6-man team. That's awesome. Cool to see.
It reminds me of BattleBlock. Not BattleBlock.
BattleBits. Yeah. They're gonna get bought by somebody, almost certainly, because
cool.
The number one rule that I've always heard is if you're in media and you get an offer that's very large, always take it. Always take it.
Nah, don't do that. You don't always take it.
Always take it. You can always come up with another idea.
Diamond hands.
Nope. Always take it. Tell that to BuzzFeed. They were offered like in the height 20. Yeah,
but they could have done something with it, but they killed themselves.
No, I know, but they were also offered like close to $1 billion by Disney.
Yeah,
should have taken it.
Should have taken it in hindsight, but
yeah.
If you have a product, then you know what your product is worth, and then you run it yourself.
Current site's for me almost $1 billion from Disney. Current site, that's 2020. I'm like, oh, thank you so much. I'm never gonna have to work ever again in the rest of my life.
Some people have standards and ethics.
Standards? What are we talking? We're talking about BuzzFeed.
I know.
Standards.
I'm not trying to.
Come on.
I gotcha.
Okay, let's move on. Summer Games Fest is happening this week. It starts the 7th, which is, we're recording on the 5th, so 2 days from now, Friday. Goes all the way till Sunday. I think actually Monday, too. I think there's Ubisoft coming out on a Monday. I forgot to write this down.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, the Ubisoft one.
Xbox is going to be there. There's a PC game show. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on. It's basically E3, but it's not E3. It's not like actually a location. Yeah. It's in a different.
There's a lot of these. There's a Horror Fest version with the games too. We covered that last year, and I thought there were some really good.
E3 just kind of morphed into a bunch of different things, which actually I'm okay with.
I'm okay with it.
I like that. I think it's cool.
I like video games.
Games are always cool. So we have rumors that are abound with this Summer Games Fest. And we're going to start with the rumor. Actually, I'm going to flip this. We're going to start with the confirmed ones first.
Okay. You're not going to ask me what I want to see most or anything?
What do you want to see most?
I really want
I'm glad I asked you this.
I want to see Doom most.
Yeah.
Probably.
Right answer.
And then I also want to see what Valve is cooking up with their game that was leaked, their announcement that was leaked, which is a 5v5 hero shooter.
Another one?
Yep, man, it's just these people.
They're gonna make. They didn't make Valve.
Valve makes great games. They can do whatever they do. They have that card game that people hated.
Hearthstone.
No. It was kind of chasing the Hearthstone formula.
Gwent.
No, not Gwent. Gwent is great, but people didn't like that Valve. It wasn't the fact that they didn't like the game because the game was good. It was the fact that Valve made that and not Half-Life 3. Like, where's Half-Life 3?
People are going to be upset about not having Half-Life 3 till the end of time.
Or Left 4 Dead 3.
And they already got Half-Life 3. It's called Half-Life Alyx.
It's Alyx, yeah.
Yeah. So, sorry, guys.
That's what you got, but hey, buy a PSVR 2.
Nobody wants to play VR. The confirmed ones, I'm going to start with the confirmed ones.
Go ahead.
Pretty much confirmed. Black Myth Wukong, we're going to get another trailer for that.
How many trailers is that?
Yeah, we're going to get, it feels like 4,000 of these.
Oh my God.
But they are going to have a pre-order announcement, which means release date and all that stuff. So
I'm starting to hate this game. And this is a really good game. This is coming out of a new company from China, and this is like where I'm like, hey, China, like keep making these style games. This looks great.
It's no myth. It's starting to piss us off.
But otherwise.
It looks cool, though. I mean, if the trailer's cool, who cares? Can easily win us over. And then also, Lego Horizon Adventures. I thought this was really interesting when I saw this. Lego Horizon Adventures. This was basically confirmed.
Is this a racing game?
No. It's like a Horizon Zero Dawn Forbidden West style Lego game.
Oh, you wrote it down like that.
Yeah, you can read that. But from like actually Horizon Zero Dawn, those games, Aloy, you guys know what I'm talking about. One of the great another first party game that came out in the PS4
I like
era.
Guerrilla's great. Holy jeez.
But they're coming out with a Lego version of this game, or another, not a version of it, but another adventure in that universe, I guess. But Lego, which I thought was weird because it's like, Lego, this is the one that you want to attach onto?
It's kind of fine. Their last game was about as shallow as Lego games.
Which one? I don't remember what their last Lego game was. Oh, you mean, what?
Horizon 2.
I like Horizon 2.
I get those guys that make Guerrilla. Their art department is they're
amazing.
So good.
Gorgeous.
Their graphics are so good.
Yeah.
But Horizon had the bad rap of releasing their game. Yeah. Their first game with Breath of the Wild,
yeah.
And then their second game with Elden Ring.
Yeah.
So,
which is incredible that they're still alive, to be honest with you. Doing that back to back is like they should be in the ground and dead. Yeah, but here they are, partnering up with Lego, and they're going to make a Horizon game.
That's some bad luck. That's like
crazy.
Rise of the Ronin releasing with Ghost of Tsushima. If that did happen.
Yeah. So yeah, those are the confirmed ones. Pretty much confirmed. We're going to see more of it. That's like the big thing, I guess, that Sony's coming with apparently, which I don't know if it's necessarily disappointing because nobody really knows what to expect from this Summer Games Fest in general, to be honest with you. But sure. Jeff Keighley is the guy that's putting on Mr. What do we call him? Mr. Games.
Yeah,
he loves to do his games awards and stuff like that. Whatever. I like him. I think he's cool.
Yeah, no, he
does.
His intentions are pure.
Exactly. He clearly loves to get people together and enjoy video games. So that's cool. And he kind of mentioned, he was like, don't get your hopes up too high when it comes to like huge announcements. Yeah. So he somebody talked about Kingdom Hearts 4, and he was like, maybe let's chill on that a little bit.
Yeah,
that's a little too high of expectations, but. From the rumors that we have.
The rumors, the actual meaty stuff. I like the rumors.
The rumors. Gears of War 6.
More to speculate. Gears of War 6?
Gears of War 6 from Microsoft. Coalition's been absent since Gears 5, which is forever ago, it feels like. 2018, I want to say. Pre-pandemic at least.
And I actually liked that game a lot. I know you didn't.
Okay.
It had moments. It had the moments where you can tell someone on top was like, we need an open world section.
Yes. We need them to roam a little. And I was like, do we?
You gotta. Microsoft and Sony, you gotta trust your developers.
Yeah, true.
My God.
Hey, shareholders, how about you shut up? Huh? How about that? I didn't mean that. I'm sorry.
It's probably. What if you were a shareholder? Would you?
I probably could be. I could buy one share of Microsoft. I couldn't sit in on those meetings, but
just sell your share of Share Media.
I got multiple of those.
Just joking.
So Gears 6, that's going to be coming out or announced seemingly at this Summer Games Fest. About time. Again, Coalition's been a while, so that makes sense. They did have a DLC with Gears 5, but that was like
never played it.
Yeah, me neither. But that was the last thing that came out from Gears 5, I think, since then. So it's been a while. And then we're also going to get Alan Wake 2 DLC, Night Springs. It's going to get its release date. That's going to be pretty popular.
Night Springs, that's the name of the show.
It's based on the TV show.
Okay.
Based around the TV show.
The TV show inside the game.
Yes, that's the idea. It's going to be based around that TV show and whatnot. Cool. And then number 3 here, Starfield. They're getting a DLC. Probably going to be revealed at this show. Shattered Space.
Sure. Man.
Todd Howard's going to get a shattered face if it's not any good.
Oh.
Got him. Not really, Todd. I like Todd Howard. He's aged. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, man. It's stressful.
I know, dude. But you can really kind of tell. Shout out Todd. It's not I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but sometimes like if you go back and look at like that Fallout 4 reveal from forever ago at E3, whatever that was, and you look at him now, it's like, geez.
Yeah,
it's really worn on him. Which is good.
I turned 40 recently.
Yeah,
and,
but you look the same.
I mean, my knee hurts just thinking about it, and my back, my neck.
What's your knee look like?
I mean, just looking at it?
Probably a little better than Todd Howard.
Yeah.
No offense to Todd, though. I think you look cool. You're the Todd father.
Yeah, he's obviously talented.
Still around. They like him.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's going to get Starfield, probably some DLC revealed.
Borderlands 4 announcement.
Borderlands 4. Gearbox.
Yeah.
They have been, I can't remember.
They've been losing a lot of money and then gaining money and then losing.
CEO of Gearbox, I can't remember the guy's name. I apologize.
Pritchard.
Tony Pritchard. I don't know if that's his name.
Can't remember.
It's something like that.
Cool guy, though.
But he made an announcement not too long ago where he was like, we're finally excited to start, or we're going to reveal, I'm obviously paraphrasing, we're going to reveal the next iteration of 2K games in Gearbox's future.
Oh.
And a lot of people think
this is going to be Mafia.
No way. Yeah. No way. If this is Mafia,
I think it's a Gearbox in 2K. I think 2K wants Gearbox to make Mafia. That's this is my room. That's my guess.
There's no way. Borderlands is such a bigger IP.
Yeah, it's
way bigger. It's going to be Borderlands.
Yeah, because there's a movie coming out too.
Yeah.
Right.
It'd be perfect time to announce this. And get everybody.
And everybody's going to laugh so hard because the comedy in Borderlands is so good.
It's going to get the bad taste of 3 out of everybody's mouth.
Jeez.
Hopefully. 4's not very good. And the movie looks like it's going to be kind of garbage too.
Yeah, it does.
But no surprise there. So yeah, Borderlands 4 been teased a little bit.
Yeah.
Kind of expecting that.
I would like for them to go to the well with Brothers in Arms.
Have you lost your mind? So you want them, you just said they've been losing money and they've been gaining money.
Yeah.
You want them to ditch the Borderlands 4 thing and go to Brothers in Arms as your idea.
Yeah. At this point, I think you can bank more on Brothers in Arms.
No way. That's insane.
But you already missed that opportunity.
They're making a movie about Borderlands.
Everything's going to tank.
No, I think Borderlands 4 can be. I'll buy Borderlands 4.
There's like A-list actors in this Borderland.
Yeah, Cate Blanchett. She's great. Awesome. Yeah. I love her as an actress. Kevin Hart, he's in everything though. He's somehow going to play Roland. I don't know how that's going to work.
When I see Kevin Hart in the movie, I go, When I see Kevin Hart doing a new stand-up, I go, yes. When I see Kevin Hart in a movie, I go, nope, see you later.
I liked, this is maybe one of my hotter takes. I actually liked Ride Along with him and Ice Cube. That came out 10 years ago, maybe a little bit earlier than that. And I actually kind of like that movie. But since then,
I actually kind of like it. Was he in Jumanji?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of liked Jumanji.
With The Rock, even though The Rock was playing The Rock.
Yeah.
Just Dwayne Johnson.
Not a fan of The Rock as an actor either. All right.
He's just not a very good actor.
Whatever. Yeah, no, he's not.
No.
Kevin Hart's a way better actor, I must say. Even if it's the same.
Yeah. At least Kevin Hart could be funny.
At least, yeah, Kevin Hart.
Dwayne, I haven't really seen that from
Kevin Hart can carry a movie. The Rock.
Because he's funny, yeah.
I don't think The Rock can carry a movie. Can he? No.
He made that one movie in like the early part
of The Rundown.
In 2003.
The Rundown.
Is that what it was called?
Yeah.
I can't remember. But yeah.
It's good.
And it was actually, that's probably the best movie that he has, to be honest with you.
It was like his first and his best.
He does have an A24 movie coming out, which is about
some body horror where he's just trying to lift weights and to take steroids until he's 90 years old.
He's been taking steroids for 20 years.
I know.
It's awesome. There's nobody that looks better than Dwayne The Rock Johnson right now.
Dude, I'm not saying that guy probably wakes up at 5 o'clock in the morning every single day and works out.
It's the only thing he does.
Hard-working dude. Whatever.
Hold on, wait.
A lot to be inspired from.
I want to mention.
Not great movies.
I want to mention this because you're going to like this movie.
Go ahead.
The Smashing Machine. And it's about UFC champion Mark Kerr.
Oh, really?
And he's playing Mark Kerr. And that's what he looks like.
Wait a minute. What?
That's Rock Johnson. That's Dwayne.
What?
Yeah.
Maybe I can edit this picture in here.
Yeah, you can put that in there.
Wow,
that's
that looks
supposed to
great.
be The Rock. Yeah. It's an A24 movie. It's also a Safdie brother.
Wait. This movie. I'm looking at The Rock right now.
That's The Rock.
I'm looking at Dwayne Johnson.
That's Dwayne Johnson.
Well, they really transformed him into
Mark Kerr.
I almost said Steve Kerr.
Oh, what's Steve Kerr doing in the ring?
Steve Kerr. That's a lot of steroids, Steve.
It's being directed by Benny Safdie, and he's great. He did Uncut Gems. He's in.
Okay, never seen him.
Good Time.
Whatever.
Hey, movie time with Active Reload.
Whatever. Let's move on to.
Also.
Oh God.
And the rumors. I'm going back to the rumors.
I know.
Doom.
Yeah.
The Dark Ages.
That's what the.
Apparently, he's going to be like going through medieval times and stuff like that. Doom guy. I don't know how that's going to work. It's going to
be kind of like Army of Darkness type of thing.
Yeah, or I'm thinking like Kingdom Come Deliverance, but it's Doom guy.
That's like what Army of Darkness is. Yeah. It's Evil Dead.
I want that. That's what it seems like it's going to be.
That'll get me.
That's the rumors, anyways.
I won't. You got to ditch the ultra bright pink and blues in hellscape. You have to ditch that. I don't want. No one wants to see that anymore.
I want it.
But if you move on, kind of like Doom has always done.
Yeah, true.
Then I'll be excited.
Game. No, actually, I want Kingdom Come Deliverance with Doom guy.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
So like you can actually have one-on-ones with Doom guy, and he doesn't say anything.
So what's the guy from Kingdom Come? What's his name?
I don't remember his name.
Paul.
I never played it.
Gosh, that's the thing. What is his name? Man, that sucks. Sorry,
the
Deuce.
Main guy?
Deuce is like, you idiots. Yeah, the main guy.
Like his real name?
Yeah, his name in the game.
Oh, I don't know. I
forgot. That'd be funny if he just like pulls out a shotgun. He's trying to get nails from the neighbor.
That'd be great.
He's like,
I want that from Doom guy. So yeah, Doom the Dark Ages. That's gonna seemingly be the next thing from Bethesda. Machine Works. That's who does it, right? No, I'm sorry. Bethesda. Id. Thank you.
Yeah, id.
Having a seizure.
Was bought by Bethesda, which was bought by Microsoft. So we're good.
So still no Wolfenstein. I'm dead inside.
And Quake.
We're getting to the point where we might never see that game again.
Or Quake, man.
Yeah, but Wolfenstein more importantly. I'm sorry.
But if Doom does a medieval Army of Darkness style comeback, that'd be really fun.
Awesome. I'd love that too. Yeah. But I want Wolfenstein. That story's not done. BJ's story is not done. Hello, Machine Games.
Oh well.
Machine Works, whatever you're called.
Machine Games is doing Indiana Jones though. Good.
We're never gonna get Wolfenstein.
No. All right.
DJ Blackwood's gonna come from Indiana
have
Jones.
number 6 here in
Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater.
What's rumored about this game?
It's gonna be shown.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's the rumor. Sorry.
Yeah, I would love to see Konami hit something out of the park.
That's why I said back earlier. I was like, we're gonna talk about Konami later. Snake Eater. I don't know anything about it. I'm sorry. You're the Metal Gear Solid guy.
I love Metal Gear Solid. This is a remake of Metal Gear Solid 3. Yes, it is a great song. Which is the intro to the entire story. of Metal Gear, which is vast.
Was this also a Kojima game?
Yeah.
Okay.
PS2.
Did he do all of them up until
a certain point? Up until like the latest one, which was like
5?
the zombie looking ones.
Oh yeah, man, we don't talk about that one.
Yeah.
Metal Gear Zero or whatever.
No, it was actually liked by some people though. People said it wasn't bad. So I didn't play it though.
Did he made Phantom Pain though?
Yes.
And that was right before he left.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Under a lot of duress too.
Yeah.
Dude, Metal Gear Solid 3 is awesome. And it's very...
Wait, is that Snake Eater?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry.
So they're just going to call it Snake Eater, right? Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater.
I don't think they just typed it that way. Yeah. I don't know. I'm sorry.
No, I think that's what it's going to be called.
You know, hey, Metal Gear, nice to meet you.
Very Soviet inspired. It's so cool. It feels like a merging of 007 with like Commando, like Arnold Schwarzenegger Commando or Predator, stuff like that in the jungle. Really cool.
Okay. A merging of James Bond and Commando.
Like the action of Commando, but with some stealth.
Oh, that's like that.
I love it.
Okay. So that's like that one movie.
When I say like Predator, Commando, I mean like bigger than life characters like Arnold Schwarzenegger and what is the sniper guy's name in this game? The End. There's a guy named The End. That's really his name? Yeah, The End. There's a bunch of them.
That's so stupid.
Really cool character.
It already sounds like it's that one movie then. James Bond Commando inspired that one movie.
Yeah, whatever.
Sky High.
Sky High? I've never even heard of that.
Just kidding. That's a high school superhero movie. It's great though. Right. Sorry. So yeah,
that's all confirmed.
It's gonna be remake. Gonna probably show it at this Games Fest. Should be cool.
That'd be cool. That'd be interesting. I would probably like to see a lot from that because they showed a big teaser where they really went deep into the graphics. It looked like the first area of Metal Gear Solid 3, but just really honed in on the resolution, detail, and all that stuff. It's crazy.
I hope they remaster the song.
Me too. That is a great song. Probably
so good.
That's also
that is very James Bond.
Also, I'm going to say it right now. Not a hot take. Probably
careful.
A lot of people agree with this. It has the greatest main menu system in the history of video games. You know what I'm talking about? It shows like the different types of camo, and it has Snake, which is Big Boss, pre-Big Boss.
Ooh.
He's like taking people down with close quarters combat.
Who the hell is going to argue that with you?
Dude,
I don't know any main menus anymore.
You don't?
Spec Ops: The Line has a good main menu.
Yes, that also is great with the upside down flag and the music.
Playing.
And
yeah, that one's really
great
good too. Yeah.
I mean, Halo has a really great main menu.
That one's pretty simple though. But that's just the music.
Dude, the song. No, it has the ring. It goes all around the ring.
Yeah, but it's just playing in the background.
I know, it's amazing.
Okay, all right, fine.
All right, let's go.
Oh, now you got me thinking about main menus.
Oh, dude, you could do a top 5 of that.
Oh. Teaser. Maybe for next week, 50th episode. Keep an eye out for that.
All right, so can we move on?
Yeah, that's Summer Games Fest. That's coming up. There's probably going to be more stuff than I even mentioned that will pop up during this Games Fest.
There's going to be a lot of stuff usually pops off like that. We got 15 minutes.
Then let's talk about what's coming out this week.
Guess what's coming out this week? Notable games releasing this week.
One game.
Yeah, and it already came out.
And it's already come out. It's called
it's coming to PS5. V Rising, which is a vampire-like...
Terrible name. No,
vampire
something else.
Action RPG where... that's hilarious. Where...
Virginity Rising.
It's like Diablo.
Right.
It's a Diablo clone, but competent. People love this game. It's got great reviews.
If you play a vampire game that's a Diablo clone, Virginity Rising. There you go, perfect insult right there.
Okay. Sorry, and that's it. And that's all I have for notable games. There's nothing else. I mean, now I'm gonna miss something like what is that game called? Hypercharge Unboxed.
Actually, now that I think about it, that's a good name for that because they're a toy and they're being unboxed.
They're being but ditch this colon. Maybe with the sequel, do that. Unbox.
If you ditch the colon, I'll be crapping everywhere.
Man, you're full of them.
Dude, I'm going nuts today.
All right, so games we're playing. James, are you playing a lot of games?
No.
Can you go for it? Because I'm playing a lot of games, and I want to talk a lot about it.
I'm playing a lot of NCAA football. Get myself ready.
With 2014?
2011 as well. 2011, better Road to Glory mode than 2014.
That's the PS2?
No, that's still 360. That's early 360. No, I guess not really early 360. 360 came out 2007.
Yeah.
So I guess mid
Yeah.
Mid 360. But it's got a better Road to Glory mode, in my opinion, than 14, so I play that sometimes.
Yeah.
And
I have that game too. I have it on my PS3.
Playing a lot of that.
Now I think about it.
Going back and forth between that. Spec Ops. Playing some Spec Ops as
Have you finished that yet?
Not again, no. But I'm going to beat it again because I love that game.
It's such a great game.
It's amazing.
Gosh, we don't even talk about it. You talk about that
literally every week.
And I talk about
Mega Man.
Night Dive and Mega Man.
Night Dive, yeah. Yeah, Night Dive's one. I'm going to double check my achievements really quick, but what have you been playing?
Dude, I'm going to go down the list.
Okay,
so a game that came out last week is just a very big hit now. Is a game called Sulaco. It's a PC only game.
All right, we talked about that.
Yeah, I haven't talked about why I'm playing it though.
Well, no, yeah, like for 5 seconds.
I talked about that. I missed it. This is an HZ Doom game, which was a developer kind of tool to make Doom-like games.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a first-person shooter, immersive sim. That's the genre I always forget every week. Immersive sim, kind of like Prey, kind of like System Shock.
Yep.
But it's very high tempo, fast shooting game with a mix of immersive sim genre games and fear. And it has like old school boomer shooter graphics. But man, this game is great. Really, really, really good. Really good atmosphere. Decent story. It's hard to find the story, but balls to the wall, shooting, bang, bang, kicking people against walls. Very, very gory.
Mm-hmm.
Soundtrack is awesome.
It sounds like it's RoboCop, but
it's like RoboCop, but in a boomer shooter and on meth.
For the audience that doesn't know, what's a boomer shooter?
So it's a kind of a revival of the Doom-like games.
Okay.
So
why is it called boomer shooter?
Because someone called it a boomer shooter because boomers making fun of someone who likes old games, and it has stuck because it's kind of a good description.
I thought things blew up.
And no, it's like a generation old man game.
Gotcha.
But it's kind of describing the look of the game more than anything.
Okay. Looks like boomers.
I don't know if you saw that Warhammer 40K shooter game that came out a couple years ago, very popular. That's a boomer.
Vermintide.
No, not Vermintide.
No, I don't know.
Whatever. I think that's the game where people were like, "That's a boomer shooter," man. It's stuck.
Okay.
It's a good description. Turok. Basically everything that system or everything that my
boomers
boys
love.
that Night Dive does.
Oh my god, they come up every episode.
It's almost like a boomer shooter.
How is that possible? Sulaco sounds like a really good spice.
Yeah, it does. And then I'm playing. So
good name, by the way.
In a couple days is the 80th anniversary of
tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow. June 6th is the 80th anniversary of D-Day.
Yeah.
World War II, which so many developers had missed an opportunity to not put a lot of money behind a game to release for the 80th anniversary. Like, I wrote them all down. Call of Duty Classic, which came to PS3 and Xbox 360, their digital store, and then they never released it ever again. Which is the original Call of Duty. A Finest Hour, Call of Duty Finest Hour remake. They never did that. They could have done that. It could have Brothers in Arms with Gearbox. They could have done a remaster for Brothers in Arms 1 and 2, Earned in Blood. The Medal of Honor, Allied Assault. These are all D-Day games, basically, or they have at least the European assault heavy.
No pun intended.
Yeah.
Or I guess heavy pun intended.
Allied Assault.
Did you which
was, oh my gosh, Medal of Honor, Allied Assault. If you weren't there, you don't even know.
I'm a Finest Hour guy.
Finest Hour is basically not a Finest Hour, but you're talking about Frontline.
Oh yeah, sorry, Frontline.
Frontline is a best of Allied Assault and the other.
Frontline's great. PC. I played Frontline a bunch when I was younger.
Spearhead.
On the original Xbox.
Yeah, it was great.
That was my thing.
That D-Day is amazing.
It is really amazing. It actually got me into a lot of World War II. Like that was one of the beginning that I started enjoying, like history about World War II.
So I started. Well, you want to say something?
Did you ever see?
Led this up to what I'm playing.
Finest Hour. You played Finest Hour?
Yeah, of course.
Did you ever see Enemy at the Gates?
Yeah, I love that game. A movie.
Yeah. If you play the Russian missions in Finest Hour and then go watch Enemy at the Gates, it's a straight rip. I mean, they basically just take that, especially at the beginning.
Same with World at War.
Yeah,
there's that moment in Stalingrad.
When you're in the pond or the fountain or whatever. Yeah. Yes. which is really funny because I watched that. I watched
Victor Reznov is there. That's when you first meet him.
Yeah, first time you meet him. But I watched Enemy at the Gates like for the first time a couple years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's the first time seeing it. And I was like, who copied who here? I was like, this is the exact same thing of Finest Hour.
It took me a while to realize that they're Russian.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, they're all played by English people.
Right. Yeah. Jude Law playing a Russian.
And Bob Hoskins as well.
Yeah.
So it took me, I was like, why are they in Russia right now?
Yeah.
Like the English?
Right. Rachel Weisz as well, for some reason. Russian.
Ed Harris plays a German.
Yeah. That one actually makes sense, though. He's blonde.
He's great.
He's got the looks.
The acting is great in this.
Way.
Ralph Fiennes, really good.
Ray Fiennes.
Ralph Fiennes.
Not Ralph. It's Ray.
Okay, Ray, whatever.
Ray. You say Ray.
Pronounced
Ray.
Ray
Fiennes is in this movie?
Yeah.
Or is it
not Ray Fiennes. It's another Fiennes. It's not Ray. It's not Voldemort. It's his
brother.
Relative.
Voldemort.
But so yeah, that's shout out for Enemy at the Gates.
Yeah,
awesome,
great movie.
Everybody
Honestly,
should watch it. Really good. And then probably my favorite sniper movie of all time.
Probably the best.
But I was so I got inspired by this by the 80th anniversary. Mm-hmm. So I started playing Call of Duty World War II, which I actually never played that campaign ever.
Pretty good.
It was really good. It was too big for its britches. This game came out for PS4 and Xbox One. It was probably too big. The graphics are too big. There are big battlefields like the Bulge, Battle of the Bulge, which
excuse me, sir. Stop looking at that.
Which is huge, a huge battlefield. But in the game, everything's really up close because they have to keep it in tight. There are loading doors, a la God of War.
Yeah,
and
I like this game.
But it's actually pretty good. It has a really good character arc. Not with Red. With Pearson, who's a real person in real life. Who
really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's in Brothers, and he's in Brothers. In the HBO show. Yeah.
Oh, Band of Brothers.
Band of Brothers. Yeah.
Are you? Well,
they're both based off the same guy, which is a hard but
lieutenant.
Lieutenant. Sorry.
Yeah.
At first,
he's a staff sergeant in the beginning, and then he becomes a lieutenant. Spoiler alert.
But the ending was kind of eh.
Yeah.
I actually I played it. When I play a game from beginning to end in a few days, the game is good. So I'm actually happy I played it.
Solid. There's a lot of historical analysis.
And then I played Brothers in Arms, which is my favorite World War II game. I love Brothers in Arms.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Hey, do you not
favorite
like that
World War II game?
Yeah, definitely.
I actually don't think I've ever played a Brothers in Arms. But
I do like
World War II games. I think World of War is really good.
I think there's a couple World of War is great.
Yeah.
But I like Brothers in Arms. The way that no other first-person shooter does that, which is this really cool tactical suppression fire, and then you tell your team to flank, and the way they do that is really cool.
Yeah, it is it's almost a first-person shooter tactical game.
Yeah. You can pull out, and you see the battlefield, and you actually can see what to do. But you have to do everything in real time.
That is unique. I'll give it that.
And it's very hard to line up a shot.
Yeah.
Especially if you're getting shot at, your guy starts to sway more. It's really cool. Gearbox did a really good job with that.
But you want them to release that? And
I would love a remaster.
4?
I would love a collection, which would be
cool.
It would be Brothers in Arms 1 and 2, and 2 is called Earn and Blood, and then there's Hell's Highway, which was a lot different.
Yeah.
It kind of ditched the mechanic where you're a squad leader, but not completely ditched. It's still good.
It really is insane how much inspiration just Enemy at the Gates, Saving Private Ryan, and Band of Brothers created in the late 90s and early 2000s.
Well, Steven Spielberg is the one who produced Medal of Honor Allied Assault.
Yeah.
And Medal of Honor Underground and 1 on PS1. Yeah. So
I don't know.
It really did. Steven Spielberg almost single-handedly started that World War II craze of first-person shooters.
He's a huge nerd, too. Knowingly a huge nerd. I will say, I don't know how much I believe. He probably...
Yeah, I know.
What was it?
He threw money at it.
Who was it? Gearbox or EA? Who made Allied Assault again?
Infinity Ward. But they were called EA Los Angeles back then, I think.
So I'm assuming he walked into the offices with, hey, guys, I got...
walked see
out
you later.
And they were executive produced by
I think I read a making of or a history of Infinity Ward, and I think that's actually what really happened.
Where he just walked in?
Yeah.
Hey, guys, what?
But I actually I was looking up all these old Medal of Honor games. And it says in Wikipedia, the developers of Allied Assault, it says Respawn Entertainment, which makes me think, because Respawn didn't exist back then.
Right.
But Zampella and whatever his name is, they the ones who made Allied Assault. Do they own the rights to Allied Assault? Because if that's that remaster would be great. If the original guys who make fantastic first person shooters remade or remastered Allied Assault, man.
And we got that instead of Titanfall 3. I'd be pissed.
We got that instead of Star Wars 5000.
No, that one's gonna be good.
Where stormtroopers carry swords.
It's not.
What the heck is that about?
I hate you. Just continue on with your list.
All right, then I played Ghost of Tabor via VR game with our coworkers.
Coworkers, yeah.
And that's a extraction VR shooter. Very, very fun, very hardcore. We're having a lot of fun with it.
I'll be there.
I played Hogwarts Legacy. I bought that. It was on sale. My son watched Harry Potter for the first time.
Which one? First one? Second one? Both? All of them?
No, the first one. We're going to go each week or whatever.
Gotta be a little careful, though. The second one can get scary. Get a little bit creepy. Basilisk, you get the big spiders. It's a little creepy.
Odin plays
but everybody's got a little fear of spiders.
Odin, I was going to try to get Odin to get on maybe the 50th episode. He can get on for a couple minutes and tell you about his favorite games. I asked him what he would say. He says Cyberpunk. And I asked him, what would you say about Cyberpunk? He goes, and this is what he said. My dad doesn't let me play it anymore because I shoot cops.
Good. And that's good. How old's your kid again, really quick?
5.
Good. Yeah, go ahead and show him the terrifying spider. And when's the last time you watched Chamber of Secrets?
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Oh, really? Yeah. 1, it's good. 2, the spider is terrifying because it looks really, really good.
The only Harry Potter movie I really liked was The Prisoner of Azkaban.
That's a great
because
one.
I love
great
that.
Pick.
The director I love.
Great pick.
That guy.
Great pick.
Alphonse Cuarón.
Yeah, he also did one of the James Bond movies, if I remember correctly.
One of them. So I played it. I bought it. Odin was like, "Is there a Harry Potter video game?" And I was like, "Well, no, there's a Hogwarts video game." Yeah. And I looked it up, and it was on sale for $30, so I bought it.
Solid game.
He played it. He loved it.
Solid video game.
What a bad tutorial. Truly, my God.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, what house did he get?
Oh, Hufflepuff. You know why?
Let's go!
You know why he picked Hufflepuff? Because it asks you about loyalty and all that stuff. And he chose loyalty. And I was like, do you know what that means? And he said,
no.
It's being a good friend. And I said, yeah.
All right, touche. Yeah, that's right. Let's go. Hufflepuff supremacy. Let's go.
And then I'm currently playing right now. And I played it for a long time yesterday, Elden Ring.
DLC coming soon.
I know. I'm getting into it. So I'm somewhere in the middle of that game, and I went back to the southern part of the map, and I basically dominated everybody.
Nice.
And I wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything, because you miss a lot in this game.
Yeah, they just open the world and say, "Hey, have fun."
And I did miss
the hell out of me.
Big thing, which is it's like a half-piece emblem that opens up something that I should have already been in, but I totally missed it hours ago. And so I found it randomly, and now I'm going to it. It's like underground, all the stuff. It's crazy.
Hey, you know what?
This game is.
And then you get DLC.
It's insane. I don't think I'll ever be able to play the DLC because it says to be required 100 to 150 levels, and I'm level 70 or 80.
Are there going to be a lot of people that don't reach that?
Yeah, and you have to be an optional boss who's hard, and then you have to touch his hand.
I like that.
Then you go in.
I like that.
I do. Like, FromSoft, man. FromSoft, you guys are crazy.
Prove us that you deserve it.
I love how FromSoft does these things that if they had backers, they'd be like, why would you ever, you're going to block this DLC with hours upon hours of the original game?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah. And the funny thing is, they have this crazy attachment rate of people who beat this game.
Yeah, true.
People who have the achievement of beating the game, it's very high compared to games that sell a lot of copies. It's crazy. People love.
They love Elden Ring.
All right,
one that's of the greatest games of all time. All right, cool. By the way, I did forget to mention F124. I'm playing that a little bit. Yeah.
That's cool.
It's if you've played F123, you don't need to move up unless you want to play the online.
Good. I'm not gonna buy it then because I like F123.
Unless it comes to sale.
23 is great.
23 is great, but 24 is basically a lot of the same.
I have to move my Series X back to the
Gotta get your
couch
setup.
because I like my setup, and I like racing a lot.
It's fun.
So
nothing like it. All right, that's gonna wrap up the show. We got episode 50
next week. Episode 50.
Week, top 5 title screens, maybe main menus, maybe.
Oh, that's gonna be so easy for me.
We'll see. But whatever. We'll talk about whatever we want next week.
That would be great. That's gonna be great.
There you go.
The funny thing is, I'm wearing a Dr. Disrespect shirt, and I think I remember a couple years ago he was talking about this.
King Kong.
I actually don't know.
Peter Jackson's King Kong's got a pretty good title screen.
Vector Man on Sega Genesis, really, really good title screen.
No, I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right, we're done. See you guys later. We'll be back next week, a day earlier because we are a day late. So day earlier.
Yeah.
Actually, no, not. No, yes, day earlier next week.
What
Tuesday.
are you saying?
I'm so sorry. Same time next week. See ya.
Peace.
Chris is the hardcore gamer from NES to PS5. Knows every secret in gaming's long archive. James a casual player, sports games in his hand. Mixes up the devs, but he's the ladies' man. From the latest news to the games this week, their banter strong, their chemistry unique. Discussing what they're playing from Halo to more. In every episode, there's always a score. Active below where gamers unite. News, reviews, and playful fights. Cracked and James in the spotlight's glow. Nerdy stars of the show. Active where gamers unite. News, reviews, playful fights. Grant and James in the spotlight's glow. Nerdy show. Grant loves his lore, from Zelda to Doom. James on Siege dominates the room. They both love their Halo, but argue on the way. Mixing old and new in the nerdy display. From the latest news to the games this week, their banter strong, their chemistry unique. Discussing what they're playing from Halo to more.